When you're here, it is 2nd June 2026. I'm here again to tell you about today. So let's get into it. Okay, so today, yesterday I didn't do a video. Why? I guess the excuse I'll give is that, well, my office was being used. But the real thing is, I was like, you know, eh. So yesterday, it was 1st of June. I'm so grateful to be in June. It is the 6th month of the year, and this year has surprised me. This year has surprised me in so many ways that I can't even imagine. I didn't even plan how this year went or has gone so far. So I don't want to say, oh, it has, I've been on track or whatever. No, 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 none of that. 2nd of June happened very quickly, had some meetings from the foundation, just talked about ways to do this thing and do it well so that we're pushing the ministry forward. Um, and that ended. Hello, that ended. We did some inspections of the school, where the foundation is located, and yeah, I came home. And then I did something different, something that I don't normally do, which is I took a walk, like on the streets of Lagos. Now, I normally don't do it, not because there's something bad about it or whatever. I just feel like if I'm home, then I'm home, right? If I'm going out, then I'm going out. I'd never really get home, settle in, then have the time to really go on walks. But today was different. Today I came home early. I still had a bit of energy, and Princess suggested, "Oh, is today going to be an active day?" And I'm like, I'm not going to the gym, but I'll go. I'll take a walk." So I did take the walk, and I'm happy to report that it was an active day. Um, and in walking, I observed my environment, and I noticed that one of the people that I'm looking at in the market for travel is literally in my neighborhood here. I did not know this. Like I pass by that place every single day when I'm leaving my house. Like without fail, it is on the way out of my estate. So how did I not notice? So this is your cue to take walks and observe your environment, because the truth is there's something in your environment that you haven't seen and that you need to see. And this one for me was so great because it's a hotel and travel agency. And I'm just like, this thing was I've read papers about it. I've interviewed people that have worked there. They've had good things to say. I've gone to their website. I've observed them, not knowing that they are just right here. Do you understand? Just right here. So um the other thing that's happened in the last 2 days, my friend, hello, my friend Tokumbo, who I've been friends with since 2020, 2001, I think. 2000, 2000 actually. She was around today, so that's 26 years of friendship. She was around yesterday, rather. She came with her cousin, and she came for her mom's funeral. I couldn't attend. Many things were scheduled that day. And I was just like, she hasn't changed the beat. Like, she we didn't skip a beat with our even our friendship. What's up? Talk. Oh, this person. Do you remember Junior? Just catching up. Like it was friendships that are like that. They're so easy because nobody's trying to say, you didn't call me, you didn't come for my event. I called you. I couldn't shaking. None of that. None of those airs or egos. And I'm so grateful for friends like that, because why are we trying to wear a guy with whatever? Like it's not necessary. We're old, too old, too old. I'm talking 20, yeah, 26 years. I'm too old for that. Okay, so that happened. Today's happened too. Recently I've had a lot of bandwidth. I think that part of it is obviously because I went on a holiday and I came back and I'm rested and I'm not stressed. Therefore, I have more the ability to take on more. Um, But I like where my mind is right now. I like the fact that I'm thinking and I'm solving things immediately. If there's a solution to be, I'm putting it forward. I'm not as irritable. I'm not as tired. I'm not stressed out. This is definitely a cue to go on a break. Look, life will go on. Life will. That is the assurance. If no other assurance, that life will go on without you. So if you drop dead tomorrow, can we observe a 30 minutes silence for a 20-second silence for you and then it's done? Even though people will miss you, they'll cry. It's a really brutal truth that life will go on. So stop where you need to, take a break. And I'm telling myself too, because half the time I'm going for it. Oh, we need to, then we need to, when we now finish this one, we will now, I don't really care about that. Like, are you okay? That's the first and foremost question. Are you okay? If you're not okay, go and sit down somewhere and think about your life. Go and sit down by the beach, put your leg in water, ground yourself, put remove your shoe outside, put your leg in grass, touch sand, be okay. Then you'll be able to be productive. And that productivity will not even lag because you are stressed that you can't think. You are just going to be firing on all cylinders, which is where I am right now. And I'm so grateful for it because and I want to be able to keep up this momentum. How do I do that? How do I do that without losing my streak? Especially in Lagos, where it's just the thought about being in this city or being in this country can be stressful. Um, how do you do that when there is still a lot of things that you need to do? Because I was in a bubble on break, even though that was my real life too. I kept on talking about it. That's my real life. Being in that bubble too was my real life. But it is, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, Lagos, because it is, it is noisy. It is mostly polluted and really loud and bustling. But I love it. The thing is, when it now gets too much, how do you get to the point where you've said, "Oh, enough," and then disconnect, go away, go to a hotel? My friend, I don't even know how to say this, but anyways, I feel like a routine around your month, and that's something I'm trying to implement. Okay, on a week to week basis, what am I doing? So at some point, I was doing Mondays aerobics in the morning before I go to work. I don't know what I was doing on Tuesdays, but if I go back to that, then Tuesdays gym in the evening, Wednesdays hang with my sisters, whatever I would do. Sometimes it's active, sometimes it's not. Thursdays back to the gym, Fridays chill. No, Thursdays dance salsa, so Latin dance, social dancing, and Fridays chill, right? So I can ensure that I am doing. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is boisterous in the most energetic way, right? It keeps you alive. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you sharp. But I don't think we're built for constant stimulation like that. I don't think that it is okay for you to keep on just being on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders. So that's why I'm like, you know what, get a routine around decompressing and getting away. And I told you guys this year, I told you guys this year that I'm gonna be the queen of soft life. And now that is going to put me in trouble because if I'm the queen of soft life, then it now looks like my overthinking brain says, "Oh, people are gonna judge you because you're not really looking like you're working." Hello, I've put in the work. If there's anything I can beat my chest to say, I've put in the work. So y'all with your judgments, keep it to yourself. But yeah, I still overthink posting some pictures, especially when I'm in Nigeria. It's like people are looking at you, they're judging, and I another part of my brain is like, screw them. And another part of the brain at the back is like, nobody's watching. Nobody literally is watching you. You can do whatever you want to do. So how do I merge those three parts of my brain and do what I need to do? By just doing it. So I'm gonna be up for a minute this night, just posting shit. Posting. And if you are tired of watching it, you don't need to watch. So it's really just a note on do what you have to do. Nobody's Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, what do I have to do? Get fit, get my mind in check, regularly check my intake, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, what I'm how I'm feeling, how I'm sensing and perceiving. Yeah. And I guess that's where I would put a pin in it today. If I can go on and on and on, let me just put a pin in it today. So what am I grateful for today? Um I'm grateful for lasting friendships. I'm grateful for friendship that you don't need to be high, low maintenance friendships. That's what I'm grateful for. Because Tokumbo Oshinowo, formerly Olo, is a great example of low maintenance friendship. I don't need to call you 100 times. When I call you, we pick it up. That's what I'm grateful for today. And also today's a Wednesday, so obviously I hung out with my sisters. And even though most of what we're doing today was work, it was great working and grinding with them because it then shows that we're all moving in the same direction. Do you know what I mean? So that was great. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna do some progress reports, sort of monitoring tomorrow on our projects. Hopefully still in this kind of mood where I'm easy breezy, but yeah, hopefully in this is still in this kind of mood. So my confession for today, very, very, the Lord has said unto me, it is well. I'm lifted. It shall be well with me. It shall be well with my household. My household serve the Lord. My children will surround my table. They are called forth. My sons are productive and fruitful in every season of their life, bringing forth fruit in every season of their life. My daughters are like the polished pillars in palaces, polished to perfection. My children are like the jewelry a bride wears proudly. God has said, Onye, I'm going to teach your hands to make war so that a bow of steel is broken by my hands. What it means is that he has said that he's going to do impossible things through me. He has also said, and this is still in line with being the instrument, that he has made me into a large threshing, sharp threshing instrument with sharp teeth that I'll beat mountains small and reduce them to chaff. He has also said about me, when you look, forget the things of old, forget the things that are past. See, I'm doing a new thing. Can you see it? I'm making a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. That is my confession for today. That is my confession. Hi. I want to talk about forgetting the past because when God blesses us with blessings that we don't expect, are we hanging on to those things, or we're saying, you know what, when the season for that blessing has passed, Lord, what do you want? Because what do you want to have me do? What do you want through me? Because let me tell you some things. I think I'm experiencing that right now in my life. And I feel like I was hanging on to the past. And God is saying, if you listen, if you see, if you open your eyes, I'm going to make a way in the wilderness, a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Right. So, I mean, there's new things. He's doing a new thing. I have to open my eyes and sit down. And I have to be this close to him. I have to sit with him. I have to be in the deep with him so that he can minister those new things to me. He can tell me which way to go and I will walk in it. Right. Um, Seasons pass. We move on from things. It can be difficult because you're used to this thing and then it's time to move on. And then sometimes there's no bell that is wrong to say it's time to move on. But we have to smell the flowers, we have to smell the coffee and know that a season is changing. And so when that season is changing, be in the attitude of gratitude, right? So that as you're ushering out this season, you're ushering in a new season with gratitude. And that's where I am in my head today. Because that's where I am in my head. I'm not hanging on to the old laurels. I'm not hanging on to the things that God has done because He said, forget them. Forget them. It's an instruction. It's a clear instruction. Don't think about forgetting. Forget it. I'm making a way in the wilderness. I'm doing a new thing. That's what God has said about me. I'm gonna drop it here and I'll pick it up again tomorrow. Hopefully you join and I hope I'll do it earlier. I do this every night. Um where I talk about what's going on in my mind, my head, and what God has done. And I say my confessions and I say what I'm grateful for that day. So join me. I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you for joining. Everyone that joined, thank you for joining.